Hello, welcome to my channel. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Space Åge Tarot. I do not normally do a musical intro if you're here for the very first time. If you're just witnessing Space Åge Tarot for the very first time, not a usual occurrence at all. I just decided to do it because I'm at my boyfriend's house in his yoga room and there's a guitar right next to me, so I figured why not? Okay, hi guys. Today we have a video on habits. Okay, so essentially today I went to acupuncture. I saw my doctor who's an acupuncturist, and he was telling me, basically, I'm just really out of balance. He was telling me I was eating way too many cold foods, and like he always knows when my body's too cold, and I literally just had a cold drink beforehand, and I'm like, why am I always doing things wrong? Like, why am I always throwing myself out of balance? And this week I felt really out of balance, and maybe you felt the same way, or maybe you feel like you're really on top of things, but I'm assuming if you popped to this video, if you came to this video on habits, maybe there's something about habits that you're wanting to reassess. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a reading, talking to you guys about how you can improve certain habits, what habits you can you should be removing, what spirit wants you to remove from your life that you might have just been keeping there, things that you should be adding into your life, certain regimes, like maybe you're not doing a certain thing, maybe you're doing too much of a certain thing. Habits really make up your life because 95% of the time you're working on autopilot. Unless you're really conscious, that's what it means to become conscious, really, right? Part of that, like, definition of becoming conscious is like, are you a conscious person? Do you make conscious actions? Are you awake? Because when you're, I don't know, when people are waking up for that midnight snack, right? Like that's the typical thing, right? They're not doing it like out of a place of consciousness. They're not like actively thinking, I shouldn't get this. They're not thinking, they're on autopilot because our habits are what we do. That's why habits are so important. And when you're trying to break a habit or create a habit, it's so hard because you're breaking your system's, its rhythm. There's this need to just do the same thing. It's universal law. You just want to do the exact same thing over and over again. The universe likes repetition. And so when you repeat something over and over again, after a certain point, then it becomes muscle memory. And you can therefore be unconscious again. You don't, for example, brushing your teeth. If you have a bad habit of not brushing your teeth, well, that's not good for you because then you might end up at the dentist a lot, right? But if you're not brushing your teeth, for example, it's really hard. So in order to form that habit, for it to not be hard, you have to form an unconscious thing, right? So we're gonna just be talking today about things that you might need to remove in order to rebalance yourself, restore balance, and yeah, what you need to do, like to, I don't know, have good habits. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Oh yeah, and if you're interested in any of this stuff, what I just said, or if you want to wait until the end of your reading, please do subscribe to my channel. Don't just disappear, okay? Just subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell if you haven't already, and definitely give this video a like at the end if you enjoyed it, or if you want to right now, if you're just coming in and you want to give this video a like, that would be totally awesome. And definitely leave a comment down below letting me know how you enjoyed your reading, or anything lovely you'd like to say. I'd be happy to read all of that stuff because, I don't know, whenever I read your guys' comments, I just get really happy. And yeah, let's get into your reading. Okay, so we have 3 piles here. Let me put them in view for you guys. and you guys can select your piles. Okay. So I'm not sure if this is going to be backwards for you guys. Let me try to make this like, I'm so sorry guys. This is a little bit rawer than usual because, you know, I like it to be really spacey and stuff because obviously this is Space Age Tarot. Okay, so we have 3 piles. Oh, this is the one that needs to be, this is like me trying to be all perfect. Okay, this one's not close enough. All right, because some people will just like, I don't know, sometimes if like the pile isn't right, for some people it's like not, I don't know. Okay, so this is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. Feel free to take as much time as you need, and yeah, feel free to pause the video. I will see you in your reading. All right, so pile number 1. Okay, so starting off pile number 1, you have the, wait, I think this was in reverse, I'm sorry. We have the Moon card in reverse. Okay, so what I'm seeing with this card, this is such a pretty card, oh my God. Okay. So what I'm seeing with this card is that you guys are very active dreamers. You guys think a lot. You guys are constantly fantasizing about things. This could be about romantic partners. This could be about a job. This could be about anything that you desire. You're constantly fantasizing about it, is what I'm seeing. You're constantly visualizing it. You're imagining scenarios with it. And this is almost like manifestation, but it's really not, because in this case, what I'm seeing this being, this is a good habit and it's also like a bad, it's like a double-sided coin, right? On one side, you're visualizing this a lot, and that's really good because visualizing it is making it, it's bringing it closer to you. But on the other hand, you're daydreaming about it a lot too. And daydreaming, it's fine. It's good to have an imagination, and that's nothing to be discouraged about or nothing to get rid of. But what I'm seeing with this card is that your angels are telling you that you guys are daydreaming a little too much, in the sense that you're not taking actions forward. I'm really just getting this feeling that you dream about it so much and so vividly that it doesn't actually make itself known to you in the world. It's something that you're constantly thinking about. It's almost like you feel like it's real in your head, but you can't picture it being real in reality. And so you're not really visualizing it to bring it closer to you. You're more so visualizing it because you're just dreaming about it in your head because you feel like that's the realest it can be. And so you're not really taking actions and implementing a plan to get this into your life, or creating a practice that is an active manifestation. I'm sensing more that it's dream food. That's like what I call like things that are just kind of mucky dream matter that like mean something, but they're just kind of not really real or corporeal. And with the Moon card, the moon is something that changes in phase. It's waxing and it's waning all the time. It's an indecisive energy because when the moon is full, you feel one way. When the moon is waxing and a crescent, you feel another way. When the moon is blue, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's very changeable all the time. It's constantly having fluctuations. So with the Moon card, it's like you're not really creating a strict plan forward. You're just dreaming a lot, and it's not really making anything happen for you because you're constantly just shifting everywhere. You're not stable, is what I'm sensing. You're not having a system. You have a goal maybe, but there's no system in place to achieve that goal. Okay, so let me put that there. And then we have the Page of Swords. And so this is asking you to put those ideas into action. Okay? And yeah, this really goes with this moon card, because it's asking you to put those ideas, like you have like a lot of ideas in your head, a lot of dreams, and it wants you to charge at them. It wants you to take the next step, because right now it's like the dreams that there might be things that you're working on, and if you're working on things and you're achieving things, that's cool. But if there are this is talking about things that you might not be achieving right now. If you're not feeling like you're achieving them, then for those things, it's asking you, the universe is asking you to question, your guides are asking you to question, are you really thinking about a plan? Or do you have like a visual of it? Do you have a visual idea of like maybe some steps? Or do you have an active plan or system to implement this into your life? That's what this is asking you to do. It wants you to create a plan. It wants you to write things down like, December 1st, I will ask so-and-so this. January 1st, I will get this and this contract. I will get this and this paperwork finished. It wants you to be really concrete, and it wants this to be habitual for you. And it wants you to, so the habits that you're being asked to put in place in your life are habitual systems. This is like a lifelong, long-term thing where you know how to implement something. It's like learning a language. If you've ever learned a language before, once you learn a language, the very first time you learn a language, it's very confusing. You're just thinking about how it's going to happen. And then as soon as you finish learning that language, when you're approaching that next language, you know all the parts that you need to learn for a language. You have a system down. And that's kind of the same thing that goes with this thing. So it's asking you to take your dreams, your fantasies, and I'm talking what you're fantasizing, and actually think about a plan, a path forward, who you need to contact, what you need to do, okay? So the last card I'm seeing, the Two of Swords. So it's asking you to be more decisive about things, to be able to ask something about yourself, to talk to yourself and say, what do I need to do? What thing should I be doing here? Because when you have a fantasy about something, if you might think that you have a plan about it, is what I'm saying. You might be thinking you have a plan about it, but really take a minute here. You can just pause the video if you need to. Think about that thing that this is talking about and ask yourself, do I think I have a plan? Because sometimes you might think you have like a step forward. You see like, oh, like I'm going to get to this place. Like on your way there, you see like, oh yeah, before I get there, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And that's going to be fun. That's going to be cool. But then you actually, if you really sit, and this has happened to me, like this is the vibe I'm getting. Like I've like been here. So I think that's kind of why I'm able to vocalize this in this way. Are you actually like creating a plan, right? A real plan, okay? Now, let me pull some of these cards really quick. So, yeah, that's what I'm really getting for you guys. It's the habits here are just like, I think it's asking you to enact some more, this isn't a card, is it? No. It's asking you to enact a little bit more discipline into your life, but creating a system, because why is everything backwards? I suppose that's okay. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it's just this card. Sorry, guys. I've decided like just to do this, you know? Anyway, so what I'm saying is like, you guys really are being asked to put like a system in place into your life, and you don't want to overdo it. Fire. Oh my God. Reckless actions lead to conflict. Yes. This is like talking about that passion you have, like that fantasy, because the fantasy is fueled by that fire, that creative energy. You're creating you're creating around all of this. When you're in your mind fantasizing, you're creating an entire world for yourself about this thing, this object, this car that you want, this boyfriend, girlfriend, this job. You're creating an entire world, you're dreaming about it, and you're thinking of general ideas about how to get there. And your reckless actions, right? And it's not necessarily saying that you're reckless. It's saying like, do you have habits in place? Do you have habits in place to get you there? Does the life that you're leading right now have all the habits in place to get you to where you're going? So let's say you're not feeling well. Let's say you're someone who's sick, right? All the time. You're getting sick a lot. And then because you're sick a lot, you don't have the energy to do what you need to do every day. You get tired. You're chronically fatigued all the time. If you're not addressing that issue, then how are you, like every day, if you need to get to this goal, right? You're gonna have days now where you're out of commission, where you can't work because you're not addressing this issue. So it's saying, in order to address this issue, it can't just be a one-time thing. You can't just drink one tonic or one thing. You need to start thinking about what habits you need to do every single day. And what I'm going to tell everyone in this reading is that you can't overload with the habits. When you're implementing a habit, some people are built different, right? But if you're implementing a habit, like, you just want to do it one at a time, or like two at a time. Don't just take it slow, because if you act like a tyrant to yourself, you will rebel. If you try it, you're like, okay, I've been sitting around all day. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to do everything right. Tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to meditate. I'm going to go for that run. I'm going to do this, that, and the other. And then you're going to just get fried immediately and nothing's going to happen. So I think to build a successful system, what I'm seeing for you guys, and really this is going to be for everybody, to build that successful system, you need to implement one thing that you think you are missing here in order to get to your goal. So start thinking about one thing that you might be missing. It might have to do with the way you write down your plans. It might have to do with your exercise. It might have to do with like your health and body. It might have to do with you getting up on time or getting work done. Think about what one thing right now, this month, right now, or the time you're seeing this video, because this is timeless. You can come back and watch it whenever you're feeling anything. But think about what right now would work for you. This is what your spirit is telling you to do right now, right? This is what spirit is telling you. And let me see. If there's any more. Oh my God, everything's like backwards. Okay. Yeah, so fire. Oh, it says Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You may be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You know, honestly, I'm a Leo and a Sagittarius. This is so funny. The talisman. You are destined to succeed. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, if you aren't any of these signs, if you have any of these placements in your chart in general, Mars, Venus, this is calling out to you. If you have a moon in any of these, even if you guys aren't these signs, it doesn't really matter. This could be anybody, but maybe this will really, for some of you guys, this might be extra confirmation of that. This might be a confirmation for me. I have no idea, because I've had that sort of like dynamic before myself. But with this talisman card, it's saying you're destined to succeed. So what I'm getting is your angels, your guides, whoever you're working with, right? Whoever you feel connected to, your spirit, your higher self, it's telling you, you have the vision. That's what I was saying earlier about manifestation. You're seeing it in your head, and that's imagination creates reality. Imagination creates reality, yes. But how are you using your imagination? Because we could Because technically, right, with manifestation, you don't have to lift a finger. Let's say you want to, I don't know, what do people want to do? They want to make money, right? If you were to manifest and, I don't know, make money, not everyone wants, like, okay, money, health, whatever it is that you want, okay? Because, I mean, personally, those things, they don't really like, I'm not really in those, like, you know, that mindset personally. So I don't want to just talk to everyone as if they're also in that mindset. Some people are actually just, you know, they want better health. Some people, so I'm not going to assume. But wherever you are, whatever you're looking into, it doesn't matter. Whether it's, you know, material gains, spiritual gains, it doesn't really matter what that is. If you're visualizing it, that's great. But it's like part of it, like, oh yeah, I didn't even finish what I was saying. Sorry. What I was saying is, like, with manifestation, you don't actually have to lift a finger, right? You don't actually have to lift a finger. Technically, if you feel it real and you live in the end, meaning you live in that state of the wish fulfilled, right? You don't have to lift a finger. And if you just stay there for however period of time that takes, you don't have to lift a finger for anything. But you know what? That's extremely hard because we're physical beings and we're not meant to ignore reality. We're meant to just live in the end up here, right? But for a lot of us, committing to that end all the time, that's a discipline. And you can learn that discipline, yes, but you can also just mix it with adding in habits. And then these habits that you deem hard become second nature to you. And then they're not hard anymore because you're on 95% unconscious movement. You're just moving habitually at that point. So make it easy on yourself by just adding one little thing, because I know, especially if you guys are a fire sign, you guys are gonna want to do it all at once. Every time, you guys might experience that yo-yo effect. You're like, okay, I'm gonna get my life together today. And then you're like, for like 3 days, a week, 2 weeks, you might last like a minute. You'll be a tyrant for like, I don't know, however long. And then you swing back because you went too hard on yourself. Okay, so just one thing at a time. Anyway, and then you guys are destined to succeed. It's saying that your visions in your head are meant to happen. They're meant to happen. So you really just need to create a good system for yourself. Have good habits in store. So that means working on it. That means for you, your spirit wants you to know you need to take action, more action. You've visualized enough is what I'm hearing. You've visualized enough. Okay, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. It was lovely speaking with you guys. If you guys enjoyed your reading, definitely subscribe to my channel. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and definitely leave a comment down below letting me know what things you enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next one. Oh, and of course, hit the notification bell, and I will see you. Bye, guys. All right. Going to move on to pile number 2. Okay. All right, so for those of you that chose pile number 2, let's get into your reading. Okay. For you guys, we have the 3 of Wands. The sun is starting to set. Oh my God, that time change. The 5 of Cups. Okay. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. All right, guys. Okay. Well, this isn't really... Okay, so with these 2 cards, for some of you guys, do you guys, when you wake up in the morning, do you get dressed every day? Do you take a shower? Sorry, that sounded really like, this is for some of you guys. This is not a judgmental thing, but like, do you get dressed? Do you prepare yourselves? because for some of you guys, and this could be metaphorically too, right? For some of you guys, this might be like you guys might be depressed. I'm sensing some of you guys might be depressed. And like what I'm seeing with these two cards, I'm sensing, and this is really specific for some people, okay? You might just be depressed, but for some people that are like, you maybe not really, you know, if you're a girl, you're maybe not doing your hair, or a guy, you might not be doing your hair in the morning. You might not just be taking care of yourself, doing self-love, taking a bath. You might be staying in bed for a really long time. And that's typically like a sign of feeling depressed, or just feel, maybe not depressed, full on like clinical depression, but you know, we all get sad sometimes. What I'm sensing with this is like some of you guys might not be getting dressed like in the morning, and that's being a sign of like you just don't look forward to anything. And also because of the quarantine, like a lot of people are staying home, and so they're just like, oh, I don't really need to go out anywhere. So they're, and what this is actually doing for some of you guys that have this issue is that this is actually causing you to feel worse, because when you don't get, even if you don't have anything to do in the morning, Spirit is telling me for those of you, okay, if this doesn't apply to you, do not feel like, this is a general reading for everybody. I'm speaking to specific people that this is calling out to me right now, and I will address like a general whole in a second. For those of you that aren't like feeling like you need to get dressed in the morning, or like you guys don't have the motivation, Spirit's telling me that you have to take the time and really just work through it. Put something on, put on makeup, whatever it is that makes you feel good and like you're about to take on a day. Because what I'm sensing right now is that you guys are feeling like you might not have much purpose right now. And what Spirit is telling you to add in is that you need to add in a habit of constantly preparing yourself for the day no matter what, because you don't know what's going to happen in a day. And you don't know how, think about how if you got dressed one day versus if you didn't get dressed another day. And I'm speaking metaphorically now. If you, let's say you put on your onesie and you're just like, okay, that's what I'm doing today. Your actions throughout the day are going to be completely different than if you get dressed. Maybe if you get dressed, you're like, okay, I'm actually going to take a walk to the park, right? So moving on from that, for those of you guys that are doing this, it's asking you to implement that habit of preparing yourself, not necessarily getting dressed, but like, you know, not wearing pajamas, taking a shower in the morning or at night. Night is actually a really good time to take a shower to wash away the day and then wake up, you know, rejuvenated. But it's asking you to prepare yourself, do self-love practices, take a bath, spiritual bath, decorate yourself, do that kind of stuff, because it's telling you that it'll make you feel a lot better. Like your guides are saying, like, we want you to feel better about yourself, and your external appearance is going to make you feel like you're expressing yourself. You're going to have like your own expression of yourself. You're going to vibrate higher because you're using your external appearance to express who you are in a day, and that will affect your vibration. It'll affect your actions. There will be a better ripple effect. And what I'm sensing is really just like with this right now, I'm sensing that there's like, moving on from all that, I think I already said that, but moving on from all of that, I'm sensing there's just like a general sense of like feeling lost or unstable, or just really searching for hope, or just not really having a certain direction in mind, not really knowing where to go forward, having a lot of questions, and this is very perplexing to you. I'm seeing that like you're just having like a real crisis, and this is really understandable because of the state of the world that we're in right now. It's really understandable, and in general, this is what I'm sensing. I'm sensing there's like some kind of murkiness as to where to go next. And this might be causing you to not feel very motivated. But what I'm sensing right now is that the universe, so with this Eight of Pentacles, the universe is telling you that when you're feeling this way, when you're feeling like unmotivated or if you're feeling depressed or sad, it's saying that you need to distract yourself. And this might sound like, I don't know, new or foreign, but it's saying that maybe the reason why you're feeling this way is because you're not doing enough. You're not taking enough actions. You're not doing enough of your hobbies. If you're like day in and day out, a lot of time, if you're bored, boredom leads you to feeling sad. So if you're feeling bored, Spirit's asking you, like, are you doing something that you like? Are you painting? Are you going for hikes? Are you doing things that you have fun with? That sort of thing. It's telling you that you really need to do actions every single day that are fun to you, because it seems like you don't have enough dopamine in your life. And that dopamine, it's like you're resistant to working on certain things. And it's telling you, like, no, just break that resistance, do it. Because once you're in it, just do it for 1 minute. It's saying, like, just do this for 1 minute. And the second you just start, you're just going to fall right into it. Spirit wants you to fall into your hobbies. It's asking you to make your hobbies into a habit. So it's asking you to do two things right now. It's asking you to implement the habit of constantly creating your aura through your clothes and through your preparation through the day, your visual appearance. It wants you to work on your aesthetic being, because that's going to uplift your vibration, because you're adorning yourself, right? And it's asking you to make sure that when you have hobbies, you're doing them on a consistent basis. Dance in the morning. When you're getting ready, you should be like dancing to music. Maybe you like sewing, maybe you like to exercise. It wants you to work on a hobby or a skill every single day, even if it's just a little bit. One of my creative writing teachers when I was in university, this was not a creative writing teacher. I went to like a writing seminar thing. And this woman said that she would when she would write her novel, she didn't necessarily write every single day, but she sat in front of it every single day to always be in touch with it. So she read like the last paragraph every single day. And that's simple. You can just like go in front of your computer and just read that last paragraph, right? And just get back into it. And you know what will happen naturally? You're just reading that paragraph and you're like, oh wait, let me add this one sentence. And then you're adding another sentence. And I'm speaking from personal experience that it actually works, just to dip your toe. So the universe just wants you to dip your toe into these things and make sure you just do that every day. It wants you to feel good about yourself. It wants you to, every single day, make sure you start at a high vibration. Don't let, like, the second you get up, like, just say thank you for whatever you're grateful for, and just adorn yourself. Be thankful. It wants you to implement like this self-love, really. It's just self-love right now. That's what it wants you to make a habit, to remind yourself. So journaling, getting in touch with the things that you love, that sort of thing. Let me pull some of these fortune cards really quick. Let me get you 2 of these fortune cards, or whatever comes out. Okay, we have the King, authority and diplomacy. Yes, I think this really ties into you adorning yourself, because you have a very bright, intuitive spirit, very high vibrational being. And you know what? These clothes, the way that you're feeling, you might be around some really depressing people, and it's maybe asking you to dress yourself with better vibrations. It wants you to be around better vibrations. Okay? This is telling you right now, right? Your guides are telling you that you're a divine spirit. You're a very powerful spirit. Okay? And it's like time. If you're a god, you're a goddess, right? And so every single day, remind yourself of that. Okay? Make yourself feel that way. Put yourself in a place where you start off the day. It wants you to just have a habit of starting the day. Well. Sometimes I don't know if I can. Okay. Let me see if anything else comes out for you guys. Okay. Oh, I love these cards. Okay, we have the minstrel. This one always comes out. I don't, like literally every reading I do, this one comes out. I don't even, okay, let your intentions be known. I guess that's always true then, you know? Let your intentions be known. At the start, it's saying like at the start of the day, make sure you set the mood. Make sure you set the tone for how you want to start your day. Never, like, create the habit, just one habit. You only need to enforce one habit, okay? Do not overwhelm yourself. Do not become a tyrant to yourself. Do not say, okay, I'm going to change my diet today. I'm going to exercise today. I'm going to do this. I'm going to practice my instrument today. Like, don't overwhelm yourself. Do not be a tyrant to yourself. Implement this one habit. This one habit is going to change a lot of things. Only focus on doing this one habit in the morning and the rest will follow, okay? So set your intentions first thing in the morning. And then we have this fairy. I love fairies. Oh my God. I freaking love fairies. Okay. Hindrance. Fate has blocked this path for you. I don't know what this is trying to tell you in terms of you getting ready. But what I'm getting from just this beautiful spirit right here is that you have your spirit's telling you that you need to do what is best for you first thing in the morning. But as far as this goes, let me look at this for a second. There's a very autumn energy. Okay, I'm sensing for some of you guys, this is tying into why you guys are depressed. Okay, this is a very warm spirit that is, there's a spirit around you, very warm spirit. Maybe it's the spirit of November or whatever you're watching this. There's a spirit around you that is telling you that if something that you're depressed about, you might be depressed about a person, maybe you were in a breakup, you might be depressed about losing a job, or maybe you've been discouraged about something that you've always wanted to do. This is telling you that whatever is making you feel depressed, you must release and let it go, okay? Today is a new day, okay? Every day is a new day. There's only the present moment. It's telling you to let this go, to let go of something that is not working for you, that is making you sad. So this might be a toxic habit. If you're doing something that really hurts you, if you're eating something that's really, you're not tolerating, it's time to let that go. If it's not working for you, if it's something that makes you happy, keep it. If it doesn't, let it go. Okay, that is what I have for you guys. Pile number 2. It was lovely speaking to you today. I hope to see you guys in my next reading. If you are not subscribed to my channel, do not lose my channel. Please subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. And please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. And definitely comment down below letting me know how you enjoyed your reading. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Okay, so let's move on to pile 3. Okay, so pile 3. All right, so pile 3. Oh, let me do a little intro thing. All right. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Okay, so first we have the 9 of Wands for you guys. Okay. We have the 2 of Cups. All right. And then finally we have the 3 of Cups. Okay. Okay, so, excuse excuse me. Pile number 3, you're being asked to finish what you start, okay? This is the habit that the universe wants for you. It wants you to fight to the finish. And, excuse me, my stomach. It wants you to finish what you start, pile number 3. It's asking you to really commit to the end. And this could be anything. Maybe you're manifesting something and it wants you to commit to the end of that. It wants you to stay living in that that manifestation mentally, not saying things like, oh, it's not coming to me, I can't do this, or this isn't real. It wants you to commit to that end. Or it's like you're writing a song, you need to finish that song completely. Don't just let it lie. For some of you guys, this might have to do with being a perfectionist, and it's asking you to let go of that bad habit of being a perfectionist. You guys might be Virgos or something. Maybe not. This is a general reading, but you guys might be holding on to the habit of perfection. And what this does is that it keeps you from finishing things. It makes you resistant to want to even do things. It makes you resistant to starting a project because you're like, God, it's going to be torturous to get that done because I know I'm going to spend the next 20 years doing it. And what this is telling you is like, just release it. 80% rule. Get 80% of it done. Okay? Just do 80% and just release it. Okay? Finish that project 80% of the way if you need to. Or 100%. It doesn't matter. Just release it. Because it's causing you this headache. It's causing you not to move forward when you don't finish. And it's saying that it's already finished. What you really need to do is focus on doing more of it, you know? Another thing, toxic relationships, right? For some of you guys, this might be toxic relationships with a person. For some of you guys, I'm seeing this as a toxic relationship with substances. It's asking you to have a positive relationship with substances. This doesn't have to be alcohol. It could be alcohol. It could be food. It could be drugs. It could be anything, any type of substance or behavior. It could be gambling. It could be some type of bad habit that you know is toxic for you. So it's asking you to release a toxic bad habit that you know of personally. Or this bad habit might be a person, and it's asking you to bring in better people. Your spirit guides want you to bring in healthy people. It wants you to make a habit of making friends with good people. And also, I'm seeing this habit being asked of you to make yourself more social. Some of you guys might be introverted Virgos, or just regular introverts, INFPs, INFJs, introverts in general. And everyone needs to be social. We're humans, we're social creatures. We're meant to work together, not be alone. And it's asking you to implement the habit of being more social, going to social events, finding groups of people with similar interests, going online, looking up, sewing clubs or archery or something. Finding a group of similar minded people. And the thing about making friends is, like, if you don't have a lot of friends, or if you feel like your friend group is toxic, it's saying that this could be a habit for you to put yourself out there, right? Like, okay, like every week I'm going to do an activity that puts me in front of a group of people that have like-minded interests. So it's saying that you can do this, okay? With this card, yeah, I'm sensing, but also right here, what I'm sensing is that you guys need to do some healing. I'm sensing that the universe wants you to do healing. Your guides, your angels. I'm sensing an angel here who wants you to heal. They want you to really heal. And this does not mean going on some extreme diet where you're cutting out such and such food group, such and such type of food. It wants you to be in balance, because this habit that you need to instill is telling you that you need balance in order to balance the toxicity in your life. And that doesn't mean like cutting every single person off. The reality is almost everyone is toxic in some way, shape, or form. So it's like you don't want to be a tyrant in any way, right? Because we all have things we need to work on. Everyone's really doing their best. It's only when people are really, really toxic, which I'm sensing, or something in your life is really toxic, that you really need to let it go. Okay? Let it go. Yeah. Okay, so let me do a little recap before we move on to more cards. First, we need you guys to finish what you're doing, right? That's what Spirit's telling me. Finish those projects. If you don't even have projects, okay, that's because you're afraid to start projects. So start just let it go. Just be like, okay, I'm going to do the really hard thing and I'm going to pull a plug on this thing. I'm going to release it. I'm going to put it out in the world without it being absolutely perfect, okay? So letting go of perfectionism, putting things out there, finishing what you start, releasing toxic behaviors, drinking, drugs, toxic foods, not exercising. This is asking you to heal your body. So I'm sensing you needing to improve your habits, implementing regular eating pattern, exercising regularly, that sort of thing. And then putting yourself out there more for those of you that are really introverted. Okay, now let's pull some fortune cards to get some more meaning and substance behind this. Okay. Man, I'm so glad that you guys are working on, ooh. Okay, let me get these cards. Okay, well, I got 3. Oh, wait, 4. You guys got 4 cards. Okay. Okay, so we have the Maiden. A new relationship blossoms. I haven't gotten this card yet. I love it. Excuse me. Okay. So for some of you guys, a new relationship is gonna form. And this really goes in with this card. You guys might be meeting someone. You might be meeting a girl. It could be, a guy, it could be a romantic relationship, but I'm seeing you guys making friends. I'm seeing you making other friends of people with similar interests as you. So like you might meet someone that's like the same age as you, has similar interests, whatever age group you are. You might meet someone who has just, a lot in common with you. That's what I'm sensing with this card. You needing to be social because the fortune that awaits you is a new relationship, a very loving, positive relationship with someone you're going to be close to. I'm sensing like a best friend here. I've been with this card, I felt it, but this is like such a confirmation that you're going to be meeting like a best friend, or like this could be a romantic partner too. Okay, best friend or romantic partner, or both, or it should be both if it's a romantic partner, right? And then we have water. Okay. So some of you guys might be water signs. If you're not, that's, feel free to disregard that. It's not really like a big deal what your sign is, but this is confirmation for some people. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Emotions are at their peak. Okay. You guys might be highly emotional people, and that's what's been preventing you from like getting things done. And it's just, the universe is asking you to rip off the Band-Aid, okay? If you're an artist, I understand that you're sensitive about your shit, but, sorry, Erykah Badu quote, pardon my French, but yeah, if you're really sensitive, it's just saying like, allow that to happen, just let it go. You don't have to hold anything back, okay? You don't have to make sure everything's perfect, and you don't have to put on a facade for anybody else, okay? That's what this is saying. You don't have to be fake for anybody. When you're meeting your new friends, you're going to find the one, okay? When you're finding that new romantic partner, you're going to find the one. You don't need to hold anything back. When you finish your projects, just let who you are in that moment be known. The Golem, a close friend. Okay, you guys are definitely making a friend. You guys are making a friend. A close friend acts on your behalf. Are you kidding me? 3 friendship cards? Okay. You guys are meeting your best friend soon, okay? I'm sensing more of a platonic friendship here, but this could just be like a partner that you'd really be friends with, okay? I freaking love this, okay? I'm so excited for you guys. You guys are making a friend soon. Okay. And lastly, we have the dragon, strength and wisdom. Okay. That's what's being imparted on you right now. Okay, it's being imparted upon you right now in the month of November. If you're reading this, or actually anytime you're reading this is timeless. So this might be your spirit guide. You guys might have like a water dragon if you guys are water signs. Yeah, so this is a gift that's being blessed upon you right now, okay? So I'm very excited for you guys. I'm excited for your new friendship. And this is like three of them. So that's like, wow. So 3 out of all of these cards were about friendship. Oh, no, actually 4, because we have the 2 of Cups here, a fated relationship. That's like this is crazy. Like, this is amazing. You guys are going to be making a solid friendship with someone who's like great for you. Like, I'm so excited. The thing is, I feel like this real like tingling and excitement ignited inside of me. It's like, I feel so, like I have a huge smile on my face. You can't see it, but like, anyway, I'm so excited for you guys. Wow, that was an amazing reading. I'm so happy to have spoken with you guys today. Please subscribe to my channel. Do not lose my channel, okay? If you're seeing this video, definitely subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. And of course, comment down below letting me know how you enjoyed this reading. Share this video, and hit that. Did I already say hit the notification bell? I'm so sorry. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.